Massachusetts Governor Maura Healey visited Fall River this week to hear from local business owners on their needs from Beacon Hill. The governor began her visit by touring Clearview Home Textiles and Matuk & Company in the industrial park. The manufacturers of chair cushions and luxury linens had been Fall River success stories, growing their operations in the face of the pandemic and aggressive competition. Following her visit to Matuk, the governor pointed to how Fall River remains a strategic location within the state's manufacturing sector.
We wanted to visit this site in particular because it represents so much of the great stuff that's happening. Employing so many people, you more than doubled the number of employees during COVID. You've got sustainability efforts underway with solar on the roof, and through some funding from the state, they were able to grow their facility, purchase more equipment and the like. So, here in Fall River, which has always had such an incredible tradition of innovation and creativity and manufacturing, to see that live on today, we want to see that not only live on but really grow in terms of economic opportunity for the region.
Matuk CEO George Matuk Jr. said he appreciates those who support his company in Fall River.
It's amazing. It's incredible to have the governor here. We're flattered that the governor and the mayor of Fall River have come to visit us today. It's a real jolt of energy for all of our employees and hopefully for the whole business community. There's incredible stuff happening in Fall River. We're really proud of our community and our workforce, and to have the governor here to witness it is an honor of a lifetime. So we're just really happy today.
The governor went on to say that her job is to ensure that communities like Fall River have the support to grow its industrial base.
We know, for example, we've got to lower the cost of housing in this state. It's why I'm appointing a Secretary of Housing to drive production, because we need employees to be able to come here and afford to stay here. Thinking about the various programs, tax credits, grants, how we as a state can leverage public money with private investment to do things like George Matuk has done, which is to double the size of its workforce even through the COVID years. So that's the key to this.
Following a tour of downtown businesses, the governor was joined by Lieutenant Governor Kim Driscoll for a roundtable discussion with local business leaders at the Creative Class, the former home of Bristol Community College on Durfee Street. Those in attendance were appreciative of the administration's willingness to listen to their needs. Michael Lund, the owner of Borden Light Marina, said Fall River is on the right path toward shedding the perception of being second class to communities within Greater Boston.
We are definitely a different animal in Boston, but give us a little credit in when we go to the state and we need your help. We don't need you to tell us what to do. We need your help on how to get it done. And because they're a testament, and I think what's happening now is a real example of that. And I would only leave you lastly is I do believe we're experiencing a little bit of a renaissance, and the former administration recognized it, and I just want to know that it's still going in the right direction. You want to tell the world that this city's no longer a dark old mill town with, then you illuminate our bridge and let the people know when they drive into our city that we are lit up, that we are alive, and we are something different. And all the gentlemen and ladies in this room have all contributed to that. And I think that's a vital project to show the rest of the Commonwealth that we are something new and we are something that's on the up and coming.
The governor agreed that investing in communities north, south, and west of Interstate 495 will be a focus of her term in office.
We're down here because we care. We've been back several times. We'll continue to come back and be present in a bunch of different ways. I think it's, it's super exciting what is already happening here, and also the potential. And I think, we both were committed to this because we believed in our entire Commonwealth, particularly outside of Greater Boston. And I think that Fall River represents the very best of the opportunity that's out there for the state. We're not going to get there unless we work together, public, private, those of us in government working alongside all of you in industry and having us help be service partners to what you need to do right now.
That message of inclusion was echoed by Lieutenant Governor Driscoll, who understands the economic needs of gateway cities.
Being the mayor of Salem for 17 years, a historic coastal community that's also a gateway city, like, I know how hard the work is on the ground, and many of the same strategies that you're deploying here, you know, we work to deploy as well, whether it was the creative economy, tourism and hospitality, revitalizing a downtown by having people actually live there, making sure that we were supporting folks on the ground and creating a culture that people want to invest in. And there's something special about momentum, and I really feel like Fall River has momentum, and that, for me, is something that we need to, you know, really strengthen our partnerships any way we can. Momentum is contagious, and it creates more private investment, which creates more opportunities for jobs and growing a strong local economy. And we certainly want to be here to be, you know, not just a partner, but like a co-conspirator. But just know, like, we're here for you. We want to make sure that the challenges that you are aware of are like shared challenges and shared opportunities to work on them together.
One day after the visit, Mayor Paul Coogan said he was impressed with the level of interest in the city shown by the governor.
We had about 4 or 5 issues we wanted to address. So obviously, it's 79. We have a company we're working with. We're trying to work our way through that. A couple of loans. We were looking for some small businesses in Fall River to help them. It was very, very positive. We did have a working lunch here in Government Center. In my time, I've never seen a governor or lieutenant governor spend that much time in one city and show such a tremendous interest in what we're doing down here and what they could do to help us. It was extremely positive, and everybody was impressed by their commitment to the city. It was very good. I'm very, very pleased with yesterday. I thought we did a lot of good discussions about how we can make Fall River a better place to live. And as I always say, that's what it came down to. And their interest both in the companies in the industrial park and in downtown, and hearing from the business owners, was genuine, and it was from the heart. And that's what we look for, people that want to partner with us to help the city.